Hey, what's up there, YouTube friends? It's Grumpy Gamer Dad, and this is episode number 5. I can't believe it. I've done 5 of these things, this miscellaneous mashup videos. I'm doing these as part of the shelter-in-place orders that are in my home state of California. We can't go out except for urgent needs, medical needs, food, etc. And so while I'm sheltering in place, I figured I'd put these videos together. Consider it like show and tell, me showing off a bunch of junk that I own. They don't consider collectibles essentials. What kind of crap is that, right? So I have to kind of make do with what I have. This episode is devoted to one of my personal heroes. Sadly, we lost him about 1.5 years ago, and that's Mr. Stan Lee. So I've shown this pop before. This is the Stanley Kamikaze exclusive pop from a few years ago. It doesn't even tell me the year. I believe this was This is 2015. That's an old pop. It's got this little plastic protector, and you'll see this sometimes in the background of my videos. He's usually right there. Here's a closer look at that Stanley collectible pop. This is from the Stanley Kamikaze, which sadly is no longer being held. Now, this next item features, well, Stan Lee. This is the Stanley Pez Dispenser that I picked up last year. I actually had gotten a gift card, I think, for my birthday. And I was like, Stanley Pez, what? I would love to open the Pez dispenser up and eat candy out of Stan's neck here, which sounds probably really horrible, but I won't because it is limited edition and I don't want to open it. Here's a closer look at that limited edition Stanley Pez dispenser. Now that brings me to my third and final item. I picked this up last year. I've shown it off on Instagram, and this is I love this pin, my Stanley Fantasy Pin. I've actually worn him on my camera bag. And here's a closer look at that Stanley Fantasy Pin. I actually picked him up in 2019 at a local convention, and he went to Disneyland with me a couple of times. He's always been with me, and he always will. He'll always be a part of everybody in the world. Those that know him or have seen his works, we have a lot to be thankful for. Enough about that. I wish I had been able to bring more stuff to the table to show. I actually had at one point some Stanley signed comic books that had been stolen. So unfortunately I don't have those in my possession anymore. It is what it is. That's all the time I have for this episode. These are going to be fairly quick, some of them. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at GrumpyGamerDad. Until next time, this is Grumpy Gamer Dad saying keep popping and stick around for more Disney pins and bad dad jokes, special edition after the end credits. Okay, so the end of the Stanley mashup video, we're going to do some Avengers jokes, because why not? Stan was the father of pretty much all the Marvel Comics characters we know and love today. What does Iron Man do before he takes a bath? He gets stark naked. Why was Loki avoiding his brother Thor? He owed him money. I don't think this categorizes as a joke per se, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to miss Stan Lee. He was a marvel. There you go. Have a good one.